But once again, let's celebrate this wonderful catalog and all the artists that came to celebrate him tonight. Is that all right? Put your hands together.
What's your name and where are you from?
Groveboy Toot, Hollygrove, New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Louisiana.
Where are we right now?
You on General and Pell, East Side, you know what I'm saying? Well, we started out set at.
Ooh, here with Hollygrove Street Stories,
Yeah.
interviewing Groveboy Toot.
The one and only Kool dude, you heard me?
Yo, what's your name and where you from?
Groveboy Toot, Hollygrove, Louisiana, you heard me?
Born and raised?
Most definitely. New Orleans, Hollygrove, General Street, 4131.
Any other nicknames or alias you go by?
Toot been my nickname since 3-4 years old, you know what I'm saying? Little bitty baby. Grandma B gave me that name, you know what I mean? I just put the Groveboy on it.
What about Killer Catastrophe?
That was the rap name, the commission rap name, you know what I'm saying? Back in the G.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? There was a bunch of before that one. You know what I'm saying? If you know me as Jonas, it's probably because you went to elementary school with me. Benjamin or something like that, you feel me? But Toot been my nickname since I was 5, 6, 7. Shit, I don't even know. Toot just, it's a childhood name, you know what I'm saying? My late grandmother gave me when I was young. Dancing to the old folks' music. As a baby, they used to make you dance for grandma, and that was the song. Don't Mess With My Toot Toot was, I guess, the song that turned me up when I was a baby. So that's what they called me, Toot Toot. I just added the Groveboy to it.
Yeah, that's what's up. That was up. Well, where we at right now?
We on your porch. Matter of fact, let me correct that. We on Miss Losi porch. You heard me? We on Big Mama porch, you dig? Hollygrove Street. We call this bitch Hollygrove Avenue, you know what I'm saying? East Side Avenue.
I need to see that this area they call New Jack. Many
Yeah,
names.
yeah, New Jack was
The
yeah.
zoo as a whole.
Yeah.
What's some of your earliest memories of the neighborhood?
Earliest memories, niggas used to fight, be mad at each other, then be right back cool. It wasn't no killing. If it was, it wasn't that often. You know, it wasn't that often. Like every other year, you'll see somebody from this neighborhood kill somebody from this neighborhood. But like after Katrina, this shit got crazy. Shit got crazy, you dig? I mean, niggas used to fight all the time, playing pitch-up tackle, playing wall ball. You hit a nigga with the ball too hard, it's a fight. You know what I'm saying? Pick up tackle, you pop a nigga too hard, it's a fight. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't nothing you couldn't come back from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you kill somebody, ain't no coming back from that. When you snitch on somebody, ain't no coming back from that.
What's some of your early memories in this neighborhood growing up?
Miss Wanda Stove. What's your boy on Hamilton name was? Roger Stove. I remember when Randy got shot, we were staying on Cherry Street. You know, we in the living room watching TV, and we heard the gunshots. I went to run to the front door, and either my mama or my daddy grabbed me, but shit, everybody who was out there ran to our porch. Little Daryl, everybody ran knocking on our door. You know what I'm saying? So we still had to end up coming outside, you know.
What's your history back here?
I was born on East Side, raised on East Side, went to elementary school on East Side, but somewhere in between 3rd or 4th grade, we moved on the West Side when my brother kind of jumped off the porch at me.
Who had an influence on you growing up?
My brother mostly, and his partners, my brother and his crew. You know, you young, you want to mimic yourself after somebody, and it's normally the person you see every day that's closest to you. You know, I had a pops growing up, but my pops was more old school, and my brother was more what was happening today. So he got the latest gear, he got the cool friends, he got the fine girlfriends with the big old butts. You know, he listening to the new music. I mean, I looked up to my brother, you know what I'm saying? You know, he was starter jacket and polos. My daddy was Kango hats and shit. And, you know, throwback shit. I mean, my brother had girls with the big butts. You know, he listened to the latest music. He wore the latest fashion. You know, he had the popular cool friends and shit. My daddy, you know, he had the old school truck and the old drunk ass friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? He really wasn't what's happening. But still thankful to have had a father. But I mostly looked up to my brother coming up.
All right. Well, who were some of the people growing up you looked up to, like in the community wise?
In the community,
Good or bad?
who I looked up to in the community? I don't know. I'm trying to sit here and think. Fuck, I looked up to your pops. Shit. But I couldn't really tell you. I looked up to Weller, who used to make the graphic hoodies and shirts, the Hollygrove shirts and shit. That was my homie. You know, whenever he had something, he used to put it to the side for me because he knew I was coming. The first thing he made, I know he coming. Let me put it to the side for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that was my. I've been trying to do our doc episode about him. I can't get in touch with none of his family members. You know. So if you ken the Weller, you know Weller, holler at me so we can make that happen. Remember, rest in peace, homie.
Sure. What's some of the streets that was most popular?
Well, for us, General Organ and Pep. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, we popped, we bust that bitch open. But, you know, I was on that fucking corner since I was hanging with fucking Monkey Man and Mark Kellers and them. You know what I'm saying? Before I even met old Kool Dude, but fuck, being Kool Dude, Imani Riddell, we really made that bitch pop. We really made it jump. But, yeah, that was my corner for a long time before I even knew you existed. You remember my boy? You feel me? But
Yeah, I traveled a little.
General Organ. You know, you had Hamilton in front of Rogers. You had Finger Cherry with my brother Rep. You had Olive Street, Olive Branch Corner. Yeah, what Lil Wayne be repping? Apple and Eagle, Cameron. What's the other one on South Side they be talking about? Monroe and Belfast and Monroe. Belfast and Monroe.
Don't forget about the highways and avenues, because Claiborne was popping right there by the spur.
And New Jack.
New Jack.
Hollygrove and Peach.
And even Airline Highway. Nigga, wet your hairline on Airline.
Front of London Lies. Nigga.
Yeah, that's where it was booming.
Trying to trick.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to trick.
When you young and you
And
got a
got trick.
virgin and she making you wait 6 months, London Lies.
London Lies, bro. Hollygrove Street. West Side, like I said, the Olive Branch, Fig and Cherry. I had a couple streets on South Side. I couldn't really tell you. I know Apple and Eagle was popular on South Side. Belfast and Monroe popular. Cameron was popular. But I didn't really hang out. I met most of them when I went to high school, on South Side. You act like a nigga went outside when y'all see that shit. I don't get that. Nigga was outside. Nigga wasn't just inside. If you ain't see me on this side, I was on the other side. If you ain't see me on the other side, I was on this side. You feel?
What was the lifestyle in the neighborhood?
Fun, dangerous, and I don't want to say nasty, but everybody was trying to smash somebody. Everybody had a little girlfriend. Everybody had a little, you know what I'm saying, a little spooky. They used to call it spooky woogie. You know, but I mean, it was dangerous in Conrad Park, but you had fun in Conrad Park. It was a bright side to everything. It was a dangerous side and a bright side to everything.
What were some of the challenges you had to face growing up?
Being different. You know, I was a little on the solid, laid back tip, but people who knew me. They knew me. They tell that nigga ain't quiet. You know, they had girls in high school. He was so quiet, and middle school he was so quiet, and niggas I run with it be like, that nigga ain't quiet. You gotta know. I mean, I'm a Gemini. You know what I'm saying? So there's two sides. You know what I'm saying? You got you wild me, you got the laid back me. But you know, I mean, if you rock with me, maybe I might let you in my head. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? If I don't really rock with you like that, you'll never know it. Being smart as shit, like literature and English and shit like that, but not smart at nothing else. It was a challenge for me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't pass. passed all my classes, but didn't graduate because I didn't pass the math part of the leap test.
I hate that shit too. Algebra, trigonometry, all that shit is the devil.
Yeah, but you pass shit you not probably gonna see when you become an adult. You go get jobs working at places that you probably ain't gonna use some of this knowledge for. Not everybody, but some people.
Whoever invented algebra and trigonometry and all, they a bitch.
Know what I'm saying? I mean, all those other subjects, and I can't walk on the stage because I didn't pass the fucking math part of the leap test. You know what I'm saying? So that was a challenge. It is, but here's what it is.
Yeah, I had to go to summer school a couple of times just for the shit he talking about.
I know niggas who graduated that's doing worse than me. You know what I'm saying?
Who were you running with coming up?
Me, this man, Raydell, Imani, you know, but before them, it was me, Morgan Man, Mark Kellis, Fat Courtney, Alonzo, you know, Tall Hakeem used to come through, Black Quincy used to come through, Rayfield, Janae, yeah, it was a whole, back when niggas was family, you know what I'm saying? Monkey Man, Mark Kellis, Fat Courtney, y'all call Big Boy. I knew Fat Courtney. I knew Big Boy, but I fucked with Fat Courtney. I knew Big Boy. I fucked with Fat Courtney. His brother Alonzo. You know, you had Tall Hakeem, Black Quincy. This all East Side. Lil Red Aaron, y'all call him y'all. Y'all call Quincy Q Dog. Like I said, on West Side, before it was next, it was Big Ryan. And Lamar, Bubba, you know, I didn't really run much with Lil Terry, but Lil Terry, you know, we were cool. We had mutual friends, you know. Lil Terry, he's stunning. Now I knew most of these people before they even had the street names, you know. Barry, before he was B Love, he was just Barry. I knew all these people, you know. Gerald, before he was Black Dollar, I knew, you know what I'm saying. It's just the list could go on and on. That was one of my running partners. You feel me? Yeah, Aaron. Yeah, Jelly was a partner of mine at one time when Jelly me and Jelly got cool. 3rd grade, him and Myra had a fight. Myra hit this nigga so hard, this nigga went through a board. It wasn't like a chalkboard, it was some kind of board behind him, and she hit him, and he went through it, but he got up and handled business, and I think she threatened tell her uncle, you know, tell Terry about it. And I think Jelly was like, my friends got my back, and ain't nobody said nothing. And Myra looking around like, who? Who next? Who gonna say? And my stupid ass, I got his back, and you know, cause he was looking sad like ain't nobody gonna say they got my back. I got his back, and you know, me and Jelly, we became cool. You know what I'm saying after that, but I don't know, you know what I mean. Eventually, when he went to Kennedy, I went to Forsyth. I guess we kind of, you know, went our ways.
At some point, everybody kind of hung with somebody. At some point, everybody kind of hung with everybody.
Right.
At some
Everybody knew everybody. You know what I'm saying?
At some point.
Yeah. So they, you know, can't say they don't know me. If you know me as Toot, or you know me as Jonas, that don't mean you know me as Toot. You know me from the West Side. You know me as Jonas. You know me off of this side because you went to school with me, and the teachers called me Jonas. You know, but you know, Robert, shout out to Robert, you know, shout out to Josh, you know, there's Rolando, a bunch of niggas, Mario and Ro.
Godson Josh too.
Yeah, God, that's what I'm talking about.
Then you got Josh Peasy.
Josh P, I met him.
I don't know
my brother.
Who he hung with. But,
yeah, I don't really know that motherfucker, you know. I met him way years later. Shout out to P. Yeah.
What did y'all get into coming up?
Nigga knock, freeze tag, fucking wall ball, suicide, wherever you at with it. You know what I'm saying? What was the other game? Pitch up tackle with a fucking with a Coke can, a Coke bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Paper bag,
whatever you had. You ain't had no football. You know, nigga ain't never had no football for some reason.
Right.
You dig? A tennis ball and a pitch up tackle with a tennis ball, nigga.
Don't forget about nigga knock.
Yeah, I said nigga knock. I thought I did.
Catch, get a little bit.
All that. Niggas had clicks. You know, I mean, West, that's East Side and West Side, but most of that East Side for me, West Side, you know, I was just a little nigga running behind my older brother who jumped off the porch on that side, you did, but most of my childhood was on this side because I went to elementary school on this side. You feel? Carrollton Shopping Center used to terrorize that bitch. We used to steal the CDs out of Odyssey. We used to steal the bandanas out of My Fashion, the T-shirts. Shit. Gertown Dome. This Lakeside Mall. We used to catch the Veterans bus being Lakeside. You know?
That's like the bullshit y'all used to get into coming up.
Stealing out of Carrollton Shopping Center, terrorizing that bitch, stealing out of Odyssey Records, stealing the instrumentals and shit, and the singles and shit so we could rap off them. We stole the bandanas and the soldier rags out of My Fashion and shit. The T-shirts. Shit, just fucking not Carrollton Park. Gertown Dome. We used to get into shit at the Dome. We used to, I'm thinking about Carrollton Apartments. We used to swim in a pool and niggas used to come chase us out of there. Back when they had security, Xavier security and all that shit. We used to jump in a pool and shit. We used to just wild out, bro. We was some badass.
So, what did y'all get into when y'all were coming up?
Mostly rap. You know, me, Black, and Marcellus was trying to be a group. You know, me and Big Rocket, rest in peace, me and him was trying to start a rap group. Me, Dewey, Raydell, and Imani. That was, you know, my most recent crew, like before Katrina, you know, commission all day long. You know, we was trying to start our little rap shit.
Do you still associate with like a majority of the childhood friends you grew up with, came up with?
Well, some of them dead, some of them in jail. You know, some of them you fall out with, some of them, you know, just move and they don't, you know, they going on with their life, you know what I'm saying? They don't believe in this shit no more. I wouldn't even say they don't believe in it, they just, you know, I mean, they don't rep this shit like we rep this shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't really, you know, they got a better life and, you know, I'm cool.
Nigga just old.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They ain't with that shit no more. They taking care of their kids, their family, and, you know, and there's more power to them, you know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing wrong with that. Nigga call it not keeping it real, man. Look.
Nigga old now and
man,
shit.
Look, take care of your family, the people that love you, you know what I'm saying? More power to you, bro. Keep doing your thing.
Do you still associate with most of your childhood friends?
Dude, Imani mostly, fuck, I mean, Josh. Yeah, Josh. Robert, you know, my kid's godfather, both of them. Shit, about 4 of them. That's the 4 I could count. You know, some of them dead and gone, some moved that ain't looking back, and you know, I'm not tripping off that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if it's good for you where you at, and God bless you with a better life, then more power to you. You know, we ain't no haters. You feel me? I mean, it'd be nice to see you, but you know, you ain't got to move back for come to a reunion. They could be having Hollygrove reunions and shit. 0017 reunions, fuck. You know, it just think of it as a high school reunion, you dig? If not, we see you at the fucking Kennedy reunion or the Fauché reunion, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, nah, I mean, a lot of them in jail, some of them dead, some of them just moved and ain't looking back, you dig? Doing the wife and kid thing. Yeah and no, you know what I mean? There ain't no love lost. You dig? It's just you grow up, you go older, you grow apart sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Man, life be life and like that, you know? It might bring you in different directions, you know? If you survive, it ain't nothing for you not to be proud of. You survived this motherfucker, my nigga.
Yeah, you made it.
Fuck what somebody else said, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, what high school did you attend?
I went to Kennedy for my freshman year in Fauché for the 10th to the 12th.
2 uptown powers, huh?
Fuck no, Kennedy and the East of Gentilia, whatever the fuck that is. Wherever Kennedy at, that shit ain't Fauché uptown, but yeah, Kennedy and like, I don't know if you call that the East or you call that Gentilia or something.
What high school did you attend?
Fauché and Kennedy. Kennedy first, then Fauché.
I went to Iverson in a school called Heritage in Newport News, Virginia.
I had no fights at Fauché. I had maybe 2 fights at Kennedy. You know, shout out to Chris Rock for watching a nigga back. You feel me, at Kennedy. You know, I just left. I just wanted, I don't know, I just wanted something closer. I just, you know, I don't know. I just got, Kennedy just didn't feel like, it didn't feel like I belonged there.
All right, was your neighborhood beefing with any other neighborhoods?
Well, we had beef with the 13th, VL. We had beef with Gentilly at Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? Kennedy, we were beefing with Gentilly. Fouché, we was beefing with the 13th. You feel me? We're beefing with the East and Gentilly at Kennedy, to be real with you.
Okay. Did you make or have enemies growing up?
I wouldn't say I made or had enemies, but you know, I inherited the beef due to some shit. Two niggas on West Side started with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up in that neighborhood and getting nigga called my hands because of where I was from, you dig? Because, you know, some niggas off from Hollygrove used to terrorize him. So I pretty much had to catch that fade and end up getting jumped, you feel me? It was a situation where I was somewhere with my partners and I had to get down because of somebody where I'm from started some shit with this individual, you know what I'm saying? I got jumped, you know, by these dudes. And he became an enemy, you know, but I didn't really know him. But he was getting chased and harassed by some dudes from our hood, you know, D-Block, Stunner. Shout out, but you know, I guess he, you know, felt some type of way when people from our hood was in his neck of the woods. So you know what I'm saying? They asked where we was from and whoop to whoop, oh, we got to get down, and that became a rival. You feel me? But not too many enemies. I mean, nah. I mean, bunch of haters, but not really enemies. You know.
Was your neighborhood at odds with any other neighborhoods growing up?
Beefing with violence, the 13th.
We beef with 3rd and G, beef with Pigeon Town off and on, but it kind of was certain people.
Yeah, I forgot about Pigeon Town. Pigeon Town was beefing with everybody.
Yeah, they was beefing with each other.
We were beefing with Gentilly at Kennedy, but I don't think it spelled outside of Kennedy, like in no neighborhoods or no clubs. But VL was bad. 13 and 17 was one of the worst ones.
Yeah, I almost got jumped by the 17 because I went to Averson, so I had to hide my aid pad from the Fouché and Kennedy nigga.
Yeah,
they were scared, but I knew the dudes anyway.
Yeah, Gentilly had the East had Gentilly back, so shit, we was outnumbered at Kennedy, still whipping shit.
You probably could have jumped me too.
Well, you was at I wasn't.
What school you was going to?
I only had 2 fights at Kennedy. I ain't had no fights.
Y'all used to be beating people up on Canal.
On Canal? I didn't used to be on no Canal Street.
The last one you went to was Fouché?
Fouché, yeah. I went to Kennedy for 1 year. 1 year.
You a tarpon
Kennedy was cool. It just a lot of niggas was graduating when I got there. A lot of them niggas was getting put out. A lot of niggas was leaving. Yeah. You know, and I didn't have no little chick I was sweet on at Kennedy or nothing like that. And I wasn't barely passing. I just fucking with the 4, and the 4 was cool. I was passing. I fucking was cool with the teachers. You know, I had a couple shorties who was crushing on me. I was crushing on. I had a couple partners. I ain't had no fights. You know what I'm saying? I went to jail for weed, but that was about it. That was my first time going to jail.
Did you make any enemies coming up?
I made enemies in a little part of town inheriting somebody else's beef. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else was picking on dude. What up, boy? Chilla. Yeah. Somebody else was picking on dude, and I guess we wanted to take that out on us when we was walking back there. When he asked us where we was from, they go like Hollygrove, what side? You know what I'm saying? You like, y'all know such and such? We like, yeah. You're like, oh, well, we gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? And that became like a rival or some shit. You know, but a beef that wasn't even mine. I got jumped for it. But that's how it is. And half of you niggas think y'all be this, that, and y'all never ward bang before, then nigga, y'all need to shut the fuck up, for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all never ward bang before, but y'all supposed to be super Hollygrove and all this here bullshit. Come on, bro. Don't question me, cause I done all that shit. You feel me? From high schools to the streets.
Alright, be honest with this one. What you wanted to be growing up?
I wanted to be a wrestler or a rapper.
Oh, I just need to be honest.
Yeah, a wrestler. Want to be a wrestler or a rapper? I fuck Monday nights. You couldn't take me from in front of the TV. I used to watch that wrestling. Fucking WWF was on 28, WCW was on 25, and ECW was on Channel 10. All at the same fucking time. All at the same fucking time.
How old was you when you became a music lover?
I don't know. I mean, I was probably under 10. You know, I mean, it was, you know, you had to turn that game off at a certain time, turn that Nintendo game off, and the cartoons wasn't on no more, so I was watching the box, you know, music, television, you control, you know, the music videos, and I was listening to my brother's CDs and shit while he was gone, you did? My brother, you know, he used to run the streets a lot, and I couldn't really go outside after a certain time, so, you know what I mean, watching the box was my thing, you know, watching the videos or listening to some of his CDs he had, you know, Big Boy, NWA, Bone Thugs, until I got old enough to buy my own music, you know, No Limit, Rockefeller, Rough Riders, you know what I'm saying, Cash Money, you know, more of my generation, but, you know, from the music he listened to all the way to the music I grew up listening to, you know what I mean, it's just from Tupac to Kendrick Lamar, you know what I mean. I wasn't big on sports, bro, I mean, music was just that shit. You know, coming home from school and my brother and them be high and shit, sitting inside the house lifting the weights, freestyling that shit. I said, alright, I'm gonna show these niggas. I'm gonna come home one day and I'm gonna rap something. I'm gonna fuck their head up. And I went to school. I wrote a verse. Everybody think I'm doing work. I'm writing a rhyme. Like, what you doing? I'm writing something. Nigga, like, nigga, you don't rap. Nigga, I'm like, man, I rap it like, oh, nigga, that shit cold. I'm like, I'm gonna spit this shit when I go home. To my brother and them fuck their head up, and I did it. And since then, I've been rapping. Cause them niggas be like, oh, that little nigga tight, man, that little crazy motherfucker. You know, to hear a young nigga rapping and cursing and all that shit, it was kind of kicks to them old dudes, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how Lil Wayne got popular, and a lot of people who was young got popular, because even Bow Wow was cursing when he first started rapping, when Snoop took him under his wing. You know, it was funny to hear the child rapper cursing and shit and spitting some real shit.
Nigga wasn't really rapping about child shit. He said nigga rapping like grown men.
Yeah, just to hear a child rapping about grown up shit, they fucks with that, you know. And you know, I was just trying to impress them, and I ended up writing a verse every day, and I became accustomed to it, you know.
Nigga ain't know they was kids.
No.
Do you feel like hip hop played a major role in the black culture?
Yeah, definitely. You know, just like the Panthers, really. I mean, you know, it gave us a voice. You know, the Panthers gave us a voice. You know, it's just, you know, it's one of them movements. One of the movements we made, and it's one of the most copied movement from all races, from all continents surrounding. You got motherfuckers don't even speak English rapping. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you gotta think about it, you know.
Who were some of your favorite artists coming up?
You had Mac from No Limit, Fiend from No Limit. I liked the Lil Wayne. I liked the pen Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Freestyle Lil Wayne, the dog, but I liked the Wayne when he used to write. You know what I'm saying? He used to be a fool on that pen. You know what I'm saying? Like, this freestyle shit just be too easy. Niggas just say whatever, you know, come to their mind. But writing shows your true creativity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take your mind places. Freestyling ain't gonna take your mind to, you feel me? But, you know, Beanie Siegel, I like Talib Kweli, T.I. Shit, it's a bunch of niggas. I'd be here all day naming niggas. Who you got?
You basically named them all coming shit.
Jay-Z,
I feel the same way. Shit.
Nas, Jay-Z, Eminem, yeah.
Who are your top 5 rappers in general?
We talking greatest. We talking Pac, Nas, Jay-Z. You know, Pac, Nas, Jay-Z. And it's hard to say Biggie without saying DMX because they mostly had the same type of career. You know what I'm saying? They both dropped two classic albums. X dropped a little more, but I'm talking for his classics. You know, like how you gonna count out X, but you gonna draw Big in there? How you gonna count out Big Pun, but you gonna draw Big in there? How you gonna count out Big L, but draw Big in there? Then they all kind of went out the same way. You know what I mean? I don't really have a top. It's Pac, Nas, and Jay-Z for me. And you know, I mean, it always was a toss-up between Lil Wayne and Eminem because they both cold. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be like M, sometimes I'll be like Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but it's hard, you know. Favorites, like I said, I got all kind of favorites from Nas to Kweli to Beanie Siegel. You know, but I just try to give you a few of the greatest who, in my opinion, who are the greatest, you feel me? You had fucking Snoop, Easy, Pac. You had Scarface. You had fucking... Now, if you talking about when we got old enough to start buying our own music and shit like that, you talking like Cash Money, Rough Riders, No Limit, and Rockefeller, you know what I'm saying? If you talking like about that era, by the time I start buying my own music.
I still remember some of that 90s stuff.
Oh, fuck, I still listen to the fucking 90s shit. Carter Wayne, mixtape Wayne, I liked it the early Lil Wayne. I mean, that's just me though, you know what I'm saying? A young nigga on a mission that has something to prove, you know what I'm saying? That's the Wayne I like. The Weezy I fucking with the hardest, but yeah, Nas was one of my favorite rappers. Yeah, Talib Kweli on a deep level, you know, that changed the way a nigga wrote some of my music, you know what I'm saying? Made me write more than about just head busting and wilding out and shit. You know, it was more to write about, more to talk about, listening to Reflection Eternal from High Tech and Kweli. You know? But hip hop, you know, the way we talk, the way we dress is hip hop, you know?
Yeah, it gave us freedom of speech because at one time, Olympians, even basketball players, football players, they can't say what they want to say or they gonna get fined. You're a rap artist, you can say fuck the police, suck my dick, whatever you want. So they gave us a newfound freedom that we ain't never had for us saying what we wanted to say without getting canceled.
Well put. Well put. But now they try to cancel you for saying
saying gay
anything.
and Jew.
Yeah.
Talk about the Jews or the gays, you get canceled now. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was the most popular artist when you was coming up, and who was your most favorite artist coming up?
Popular artists coming up, yeah. Pac was popular, Scarface was popular, Jay-Z was popular, you know. But in the neighborhood, you had like Big Boy Records was popular, you know. You had Black Menace, you know. Cash Money was popular, Lil Wayne, BG, Jubit. I won't say Fiend was popular. But I favored Mac a lot, you know. I like Mac.
That's my favorite too.
Yeah, Mac was my nigga. Mac was my nigga. Nas was my nigga. Beanie Siegel was my nigga.
Mine too.
Yeah, you know, so on, you feel me? Kool Dude was my favorite. You heard me? I had a bunch of niggas I fucked with.
Being from Hollygrove, what are some of the artist albums you probably are familiar with more than outside of the neighborhood?
I had a Recon album, that's Kareem and Hashim. They had an album that most people probably didn't know about unless you was from the hood. You know, Drama Time, Black Menace. You know, J-Dog had a solo album. He had more than one, but I remember the one where he was sitting in the chair with the two chicks on, I think it was two bras on the side of him or something, but Insane, Boot Camp for Life, you know what I'm saying? That's another one.
Them two chicks on that was some 90s shit there for you.
Yeah. Two chicks on the cover. Fucking, what's another one? What's another one from back here? You know, you had Lil Slim.
Shrimp Daddy.
Yeah, you had a couple people, bro. You had a couple people back here. You boys was big, though. You boys was, they had a name outside of the hood. Carlton, what it was? Carlton? Exit to the left? Yeah. You boys was, shout out to Rock. Shout out to all of them. Fuck, Snoop. Hick Looch. Yeah.
Top 5 rappers overall.
We can skip that one. Fuck, I got Mac, Nas, I got B. Siegel, I got Pac, I got a whole bunch of motherfuckers. I got myself.
What's your top 5 back here?
Fuck, Fiend, Wayne, J-Dog, Kool Dude, and Ray Ham. I would say Kool Dude, my number 4. That's my partner. He just always impressed the nigga. And Ray Ham, my number 5. But I'm actually gonna put me at number 4. At number 5. You know what I'm saying? I listen to my shit, and sometimes I be like, yo, shit, drop some nice shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I don't disagree.
I drop some nice. I be listening to my. I don't be liking to discredit other people. But when I listen to like some of my best songs, I'm like, man, I got some hard shit. I done made some nice shit. You know what I mean? Can I out rap Kool Dude, Ray Ham? I don't think so. But I got some fucking music that, you know what I'm saying? I got some music. I make music for me, so of course I'm gonna fuck with my shit. You know what I'm saying? A little harder. The rappers are right now who I'm feeling. I don't really. There's not really a lot of new rappers I be on. You know, I like the Lil Black. I like Lil Black.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that dude Pun the Pusher, he cool. I don't know where he from. I don't think he from the Grove, but he be back here. You know what I'm saying? BTY used to be back here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, some shit.
Oh,
you know the type of shit I listen to. You know, I listen to some deep.
Yeah.
I listen to that head rush busting shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I be on some real. Like we said, that Mac shit, you know what I'm saying? Some Nas shit, some Mac shit. Ain't too many youngsters really on a deeper level with it, you feel me? But I mean, they got some cold-blooded motherfuckers on. They be on their shit, on their drill shit, you dig? You feel me? And I mean, we used to like that shit coming up. It's just a nigga just a little older now, you feel me? A nigga be on some cold shit, some J. Cole Kidder type shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nigga who talking about something, you feel me? But that's not no shot or no dig, you dig?
Do you feel like certain urban movies or films had a huge influence on the black culture?
I mean, it's always a boys in the hood tale in every neighborhood. There's always a menace to society tale in every neighborhood. You got a motherfucker like Jody from Baby Boy somewhere around here right now. You know what I'm saying? Living with their mama, beefing with their baby mama. Don't want to grow the fuck up. I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, Paid in Full. You know, you got D-Boys. We got to copy it from somewhere. If it ain't the music, it's the movies. You know, we copy it, the way we dress, the way we talk, the way we ball out. You know, we get it from somewhere. If it's not the music, it's the films, you know.
Do you feel like certain urban movies or films have a huge influence on the black community and culture?
Fucking Menace to Society, Shadows, fucking Paid in Full, Boys in the Hood. Everybody got a story like that. I mean, the movies can't be made without stories like that. You know what I'm saying? Without being based on real life shit in the hood, you dig? So it got influence. Movies got influences on us, and we have influences on the fucking film, on the directors and the movie writers. They self, you feel me?
Perfectly said.
It depends on the urban movie.
Yeah, it depends on the type that really nail it. You know, we influence the movie makers when they see what goes down in the neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? So
Colors, South Central.
it's like we influence them to make movies about us, and then sometimes we'll watch a movie that we ain't doing half of the shit they doing, and we'll start doing it. Cause like we'll feel like we behind on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if we look at a New York movie and they like fucking light years ahead of us, that'll start us that'll start the trend down here.
That's what Belly did.
Yeah.
It's like them niggas living different.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They thinking niggas. You know, niggas was on them old schools, and these niggas riding that year car, this year cars and shit. We riding bags, just putting the rims and paint jobs on them. Them niggas riding shit that's out right now, shit that just came out this year, you dig?
Them niggas taking over towns.
Yeah, Big Meaches and shit. Yeah, I remember, fuck, Big Meach was from Detroit. And came to the South. You feel me?
But Baller Blocking fucked me up, even though it was a comedy. Thought that shit was real life. Yeah, I'm wearing bandanas around my wrist and shit.
Yeah, they showed you how to dress. They showed you how to get money. Shit, some of the movies showed you how to pimp. You watched the Mac and Superfly and all that shit. Showed you how to fucking become a
shit
pimp.
Before I watched American Pimp, nigga said you can't do that shit.
Yeah.
Did that shit for 3 months, but I wasn't cut out for it.
Yeah, the stomach, bro.
Yeah, the stomach for it.
Did you lose any close friends growing up?
Man, I lost Big Boy, Slave, lived right next door to me, my grandma. Lost him, lost Ferdy. I wouldn't say we was friends, but I got locked up one time and he pretty much was showing a nigga the ropes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, me and dude was real cool. Even when I see him on the streets, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's my... And I mean ropes, I don't mean no gay shit. I mean some straight up real shit, you know what I'm saying? Dude, you knew Ferdy wasn't no who, he ain't play no games, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ferdy was a real one. You know, I was cool with Nat at the K and at the Foo. You know what I'm saying? I fucked with homie. And who else? It was Lil Marvin, rest in peace. You know, that was the little homie. Lil Duke, rest in peace. Lil Duke, that was the little homie. Man, it's a bunch of homies we lost, you know? A bunch of niggas.
Shit, what Duke you talking?
Lil Duke, Sierra brother.
Oh,
Sierra
I ain't even know that.
You didn't know he passed?
No.
Yeah, Lil Duke died, man. Lil Duke died.
Did you lose any close friends coming up?
I could name a few. We had Big Courtney. Everybody called him Big Boy, but I knew him as Fat Courtney. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know no Big Boy. Like, I met when he came home. You know, he did the Big Boy thing. You know, and I understand you can't stay a child forever. You know, because, you know, Fat Courtney wasn't the bravest person, and he was funny, but, you know, that's who he was. He was funny, and he was a little cowardly. But when he come home as Big Boy, you know, he was a whole gangster. And, you know, and he didn't play that shit with nobody. And I mean, and I gotta respect that. You can't stay a child forever. You can't stay a little kid forever. But I wish just for that day he could have been Fat Courtney, you know, because he'd probably still be here, you know what I'm saying? He'd probably still be with us.
I mean, I lost friends and family members, but the difference is, some people you kind of expect it because the way they living. I just hated losing cousins that got killed for nothing.
Right.
Working a regular 9-to-5 job, wasn't hustling, and because somebody got jealous and killed them. But then they had people who got killed, they hurt a nigga, but I wasn't surprised anyway. Live by the soil, you die by it.
Rest in peace to Ferdy, Pokey, Dank, Nat. You got a bunch of TJ, bunch of niggas, man.
And right now I've been losing people. I done lost like 4 people to the fentanyl.
D-Block. Shout out to Wayne on West Side. I went to full shit with him. Rest in peace, Iceman. Went to full shit with him. It's a bunch of niggas.
Have you ever done time?
Nah, I've been to jail several times, but I ain't never been to prison, thank God. You know, but I've been to jail countless times for people who don't know, but I don't put my business out there for people to know what I've been through. Like I said, the first time going to jail was at Fauci. And you think, and girls at Fauci thought I was quiet. And I done went to jail at that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? For weed. Running with weed in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Running with Nat. Rest in peace. That's another homie, Nat. They let him go and took me, and then when I get to the office, they go ask me who your friend was. You should have fucking asked him who he was when you caught me, fucking. You was focused on me. Because you fucking saw me stuffing something in my pocket. But you let him go. But go ask me who your friend was. Go ask him. Go find him and ask him who the fuck he was.
From your experiences, how did drugs affect the community, friends, and yourself?
I mean, I feel like what I hated the most about it was everybody was selling the same thing in the same area. And niggas started hating on each other. Niggas was hitting each other's stash. Niggas was probably reporting on, ratting on each other or dry snitching on each other. And niggas was started killing each other, you know what I'm saying? Because they wanted that money. And niggas wasn't going to work. Yeah, niggas who just wasn't cut out for work, so they wanted to sell drugs. And if everybody's selling that, how you gonna make money if this nigga selling the same shit? If 10 other niggas selling the same shit you selling, and y'all all on the same spot. I mean, they ain't got them many motherfucking crackheads in one neighborhood. I mean, if you travel, maybe, but I mean, shit, you taking a risk doing that. I mean, it was more fucking hustlers than it was crackheads at one point around this motherfucker. You know what I mean? The users, I mean, you already know. I ain't even got to tell you about that. You seen people walking around looking like zombies and shit in the 90s and shit growing up on crack and heroin. Now, it's mostly pills and fentanyl. You don't really see them as much, but you see people crashing out. You hear about people overdosing and shit like that, but it ain't walking zombies around here like Walking Dead like it was in the 90s, but you still got people dropping out here. And for us, on the violent side of things, you got friends who done killed each other behind territory and corners. Friends who done grew up, played football, basketball, ate at your mama's house, ate at his grandma's house, and killing each other because they won't be that one. You know what I'm saying? Beefing over product, beefing over, you hitting this person's stash and all this here dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that type of shit fucked my head up. You know what I'm saying? When you can kill somebody your whole life, but you got a nigga from way over here that's beefing with y'all and y'all ain't doing shit about it. You know what I'm saying? But you could kill a nigga you known since fucking pre-kid. That shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been a non-violent, stop the violent type person, even though I should be. I ain't no D1, but I should be on that type of time. But I'm definitely against friends and partners killing partners. You got people who go do drugs till they blue in the face. It was really the hate amongst the dealers that I didn't like.
Yeah. One of the dealers would get mad because a nigga scoring from somebody else instead of scoring from him.
Right.
He threatening the nigga who coming to school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta get off the corner now. They want you off the corner. Nigga not giving up no corners. Now it's a shootout. And y'all niggas grew up with each other. Two niggas who grew up with each other that killed each other. Niggas used to fight. Playing pitch-up taggle. Then grew up and killed each other over some nonsense.
Y'all know what I'm talking about when I see a nigga want the school from them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They know
what a nigga talking about on all this shit.
From experience, how did drugs affect the community, friends and yourself?
Niggas was selling drugs. And they started doing drugs, you know what I'm saying? Which I always thought was stupid because if, we always saw what it did people, why the fuck are we doing it? You know what I'm saying? Especially when we was 90s babies talking shit about the crackheads, taunting them and shit, you feel me? But, crack ain't really no big drug right now, you know what I'm saying? Like it used, you know what I mean? I'm sure Aaron still... I don't really see too many drug ads. It's really the fentanyl fucking people up now and dropping people right now. But what I hated most about it is how niggas who selling drugs were killing each other. You know what I'm saying? More than I think the actual product. Niggas who killing each other over territory, killing each other over money, or just hating, or hitting each other's stashes, or snitching on each other. So I just. Shit like that, I understand, you know what I'm saying? I think that killed most of us than actually doing this shit, you feel me?
Okay. What's your history with run-ins with the law?
Run-ins with the law? I mean, first time going to jail was at Fauché smoking weed with Nat. and they letting, they got me, but they letting that go. Cause they saw me from afar putting the shit in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? But I never went to prison. Thank God, you know what I'm saying? Just jail shit. Just jail shit, you feel me? And I wouldn't say mine and shit. I had a couple scares. A couple gun charges. Remember that gun charge when you went to court for that shit?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but they try to get a nigga 2 years for that, but other than that, nothing major, man.
All right. What's your thoughts on the neighborhood as of today?
Man, we be all right if everybody fuck with each other. I mean, it's black, white, and Mexicans now, but everybody fuck with each other. Fuck, we gonna have some mixed babies around this motherfucker. That's all I can say, you dig?
What are your thoughts on the neighborhood as of today?
It's a lot of mixed races now. You didn't really have that coming up. You had people scared to deliver pizza and shit back here. You didn't have no white people back here, no Spanish people back here. But I'm not racist, so it's all love. You know what I'm saying? When I was drinking and we first moved on Calapista, we had the Mexicans up the street I was trying to, mingle with. You know what I'm saying? Be cool with. But I stopped drinking, and I guess I just stopped just left it alone. You did? Because I can't be sober and sociable. I guess I don't know, but I could, but I don't know. It's cool, but I wish a lot of, I don't want to say people come back, but just visit from time to time, you know what I'm saying? Show your face, let people know what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, all that social media shit cool. I see y'all watching Hollygrove street stories to see your own neighborhood. Well, shit, come, drop by your own neighborhood a few times, you know what I'm saying? We have reunions and shit like that, you dig? You ain't gotta stay. I know life might be all good for you where you at, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's up. Stay blessed. You know what I'm saying? We want nothing but what's best for you anyway, you dig? But you had families all over this fucking neighborhood. Everybody.
I'm the only one in my family back here.
Yeah, you got
all them
downtown.
But I'm the only. I ain't got no.
But you had down there. This whole block used to be people. Hollygrove Street, houses full of people, full of families. You knew everybody. Iceberg lady, Candy lady. You know what I mean? It's business. But
and we had condo stores too.
Yeah, Rogers, Miss Wanda's. You had the ballroom.
Yeah, Dollar Drinks, one-stop shop within a perimeter of 4-block radius.
Looking back, do you have any regrets?
Just being a better leader, and just cause I made a lot of decisions for us. I was kind of the tip of the spear that kind of got us where we needed to be. I funded a lot of shit, but at the same time, I might have came off a little, harsh. Like, I don't. My intentions wasn't to make nobody feel less than what I was. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to look down on nobody and make them feel like they wasn't playing their part or they wasn't, contributing as much as I was. Because I just wanted us to win. That's how much I was into it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do the rock thing. I wanted us to be Dame Dash and Hov. I wanted us to be Irv and Ja. I just wanted to see us make it, and sometimes when you that focused, that determined, and shit don't go your way, you might get the blaming of the people and saying these niggas ain't doing shit, it's all me doing everything, and that could fuck, I won't say hurt a person's feelings, but that could, it could lower somebody's self-esteem, it could, I should have watched my tongue a lot, it's relationships I fumble, it's money decisions I fumble, it's a whole lot of regrets, and you can't do shit about that now, you can just learn and go as you live.
All right, looking back on your life growing up, do you have any regrets?
Shit. I regret not shooting my shot at a lot of bras, you know what I'm saying?
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that I wouldn't have met my wife, wouldn't have had my kids if I would have. You know what I'm saying? With that direction, you dig? So you never know. I mean, had I with her, you never know. But you know, friendships, you know what I'm saying, that might have didn't last, you know what I mean? You know, it's a lot, you know what I mean? I regret some decisions I made financially. I regret some decisions I made as a leader, you know what I'm saying, in different camps, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I laid a lot of us in some fucked up positions. I laid some of us into some decent shit, but you know, the way I went about it could have been different, you know what I mean? You know, I did a whole lot for my circle, but at the same time, it could make another person feel small or like they don't do shit, and never mind intentions to, you know, act like I was the one doing everything, and I didn't want to make nobody feel little, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I regret maybe, you know, the attitude I might have had towards a lot of the homies, but you know, it's all because I wanted to see us win. It's probably why I was so hard on a lot of my partners, because I wanted to see us all win, and I probably, you know, and I regret coming off harsh if I did. You feel me?
That come with the territory of a leader.
In almost every clique I was in, you hate to say somebody is the leader, but I felt like I did most of the leading. You know what I'm saying? Every clique I was in, I think they followed me, and I felt like I could have been a better leader, you know, because I led us into a lot of dumb shit, and I wasn't always the person who got penalized for it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always the person who went down. You know, it was an incident where we were stealing out of the store, and Morgan Man got caught. And the whole idea was my idea. You know, I mean, we were stealing bikes one time, and I think Kool and Lonzo got caught. You know what I'm saying? The whole idea was my idea. You know, I wish I just would have been a better leader. You know, I mean, even with the rap shit with Ray Down and Do It, I mean, I was the transportation there. I dug up the beats. I took care of the studio time. You know, I done a lot, but you know, I felt like I shouldn't have felt like I was stepping on their toes that made them feel like they was doing so little. I shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, it's just one of the things, you know, if I could go back and change some things, I would, you feel me? You know, relationships, females I hurt, you know what I mean? I don't say it's good it ended up that way, but I mean, I would have never met you if it didn't end up that way, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I wish it would have ended better with a couple females, you know? So it's all kind of... We not upset about that? All right. Yeah. Well.
What would 40-year-old you go back and tell 15-year-old you?
40-year-old me go back and tell 15-year-old me. Go for it. Speak your mind. You know, don't wait till it's too late. You know, life is short, and you know, time don't stop. You know, time don't stop rolling. You know, I mean, you gotta do it now. You know, if you feel a type of way about that person, daytime might be short. You know, you let that person know before they're out of here, or before you're not associated with that person no more. Let that person know how you feel about them. You know, go after some goals while you're young. You know, that's a message to my nephew. You know, you don't want to be 35 years old trying to take music serious, and motherfuckers looking at you like you're too old, and you ain't even on what we on. You're not even, you know, the shit you talking about is throwback now. You know what I'm saying? You're not even using the right slang. You're not even dressing how we dress. You know what I'm saying? This is a message to my nephew. Go at it right now, bro. While you still got you on your side. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait. Like, fuck, look back like I ain't never did nothing in my life. Nigga, do it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be like me, getting older, trying to do that shit, and nobody wants to hear your shit. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree with that last part. Nobody wants to hear it.
I mean, some people still fuck with. I get people every now and then. You ain't making music no more. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it ain't enough support for all the effort you put in it. You know, I gotta buy beats. I gotta buy studio time. I gotta pay for video. I gotta get my hair cut. I gotta get an outfit. You know, I gotta put my own shit out. I mean, it's a whole lot of work. I mean, fuck, I'm married, 2 kids. I can't be doing all that shit no more. I mean, it would cost me nothing to do the Hollygrove street stories. I walk around with a camera, record, go home, put that shit out, boom. Cost me nothing. But music, trying to pursue music, it costs. But you know, you got niggas doing that shit on their phone now. You know what I'm saying? Recording their songs, recording their videos all on their phone now.
What's your views and your stance on today music? Because now music is almost like hip-hop and turned to more like pop. You know, you got the Uzi verse and stuff like that. It went from mumble rap to, you know, singing and dancing. So
I mean, after Kendrick Lamar and Drake and shit, I really stopped fucking with a lot of it. But I thought Tyler, the Creator, was garbage until I heard one of his songs.
Me too. I thought the same. I was like, this nigga is a genius.
I thought he was garbage, but I heard one of his songs, and I looked it up to make sure it was him, and it was him, and I let the album play, and the nigga a dog.
The nigga a genius. He just weird as fuck though, but he a genius.
Yeah, so you gotta, before you be quick to judge, you gotta research your artists, cause all them young niggas ain't garbage. All them young niggas ain't.
No, they not. They not.
There's some of them that's talented, but it's the bullshit rappers that outweigh them. You know what I'm saying?
But some of them young niggas promoting that bullshit on purpose.
Yeah.
Because it's controversy when they really got way more talent than that.
Yeah, they got some cold young ones, but it's the bullshit rappers that nigga say, man, I don't listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to a lot of that shit. You feel me? But there is some cold motherfuckers out, some cold young bloods out there.
Okay, will you ever make music again?
Man, you gotta be under the right circumstance. I mean, I ain't got the body for it no more. I ain't got the drive and the slang changing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, flows changing. This shit really ain't in me no more. But I mean, I could do something that's worthwhile with a message in it. You know, something soulful. I mean, I do some gangster shit. I ain't gonna even sit here and stunt. You know, I do something. I don't know. It gotta be the right move. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be something different, something major, something to take it up a notch. Cause I hate. You know it better than anybody. I hate doing what I was doing 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I hate doing what I was doing last week. You feel me? So if it's something different and I think this is gonna pop, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right, because you know they say yesterday history, tomorrow a mystery, and a day is a blessing, you know?
Yeah.
So will you ever make music again?
I don't know, it gotta be the right, it gotta be the right. Shit, I don't know what the fuck to say about it. You gotta be the right move, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get the right call. Put it like that, that's what I should have said. I gotta get the right call. You gotta be the right person on that other line. A blues player, a jazz player. Man, look, I heard this song. I want to do something with you. I want y'all on this record of mine. You know, it could be a ballroom nigga.
It could be a bounce artist.
I can't see me doing good on a bounce record, but it could be a ballroom rapper. A ballroom with them I made love on a lonely highway ass niggas or something.
10 buck.
I made love on a, what that is? Ran home to be home to my side piece. What it's called?
I don't know that kind of music called.
You know that song.
I know what you're talking about.
I love home
to be with my side
piece. Huh? Jukebox?
That's the name of that kind of music?
I don't know. Jukebox music? It could be anything.
That makes sense too. I never knew it.
It could be anything. It could be something different. If it's something different, I'll do it. What the fuck? It could be a Mardi Gras song. It could be some straight shit. Just as long as it's a little.
It could be a bounce song.
About me on a bounce song? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'll be in the video.
Yeah.
Look at that shit. Looking at the talent, but I don't know.
Right.
It just got to be something worth it and something my age I don't say appropriate, but something my generation will support. Something, you know, something my people will get behind. But they say make music for the people that fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? Don't look crazy out here trying to follow what everybody else doing, because everybody ain't gonna accept you. You feel me? Follow what your fans like. You did?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it's crazy how you say my generation, because I remember just 10 years ago, they were just saying how much they hate millennials. Yeah. And now, within a decade, now we like, damn, Gen Z be tripping. Now we talk about our era.
Yeah.
But you know what? Times change.
I'm just too, I don't want to say too old for the music, because they got people older than me still sound good. You know, Easy Money. Shout out to Easy Money. Shout out to Hollygrove Ray. Ray sound like he fucking 19. Nigga older than me. And that nigga, he I think he got a little rap feud with a little youngster. That nigga, he could rap, he probably could rap circles around that youngster, you dig? But I don't think I have it no more, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Burning Mac. I'm getting worried. My body is getting tired. My temple, my vessel was getting too tired for that shit. I like this shit. I like doing the interviews, and we ain't none of our peers who should be doing it. That shows you how much they care about us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look for these big names to do what I'm doing, and y'all look at me like who I think I am, but the person you want to do it ain't fucking doing it. You know what I'm saying? Person you looking for to do it, think about it. Don't give a fuck. But a nigga like me can interview a bunch of niggas out the neighborhood and put us on. You feel me?
What made you start doing interviews?
Because nobody else is doing it. Hey, fuck. You see, like, all these gangsters and everybody telling they Magnolia Tales, they Calio Tales. Nobody was doing it for Hollygrove, and I get a lot of slack, like, because I'm doing it, but the person you might want to do it ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? The person you look up to that you waiting for to do it, the dick ride, ain't doing it because they don't give a shit. So I'm doing it. You know, just like the Gun 7 mixtape. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get all the rappers from the hood on one mixtape, on one album. You know what I'm saying? If some people fuck with me, shout out to the ones who did, shout out to the ones who didn't. But I know had it been like a Lil Wayne or a Fiend or a Skip, y'all would have jumped on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if they not doing it, you know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at a nigga for trying. Don't be hating on a nigga for trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? That should have been done. You know what I'm saying? A nigga should be back here shooting documentaries. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting individual interviews. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just something had to be done, you dig?
I like this question here. This is a more simpler way of the question I asked just now. Is like, what would 40-year-old you go back and tell 15-year-old you?
Man, stack your change, save your money, try to get you some credit at a young age, fuck with that credit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, trust people. I don't see that's it. Trust people more, or trust people less. I don't know. I trust people to be them. You know what I'm saying? Not who you want them to be. You know what I'm saying? Trust people to be who they are.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell myself. You know what I'm saying? And every situation ain't a good situation. You know, don't overthink shit too. I overthink a lot. You know what I'm saying? I overthink too much. You know, relationships, you know, fucking schemes. When I'm scheming, I overthink shit. Licks I done overthought. You know what I'm saying? Just quit overthinking it. You know what I'm saying? Put some more God in your life. You know what I'm saying? Put some more Christ in your life. You feel me?
Okay. That was the answer perfect. Well, signing off, this boy Groveboy Toot, Kool dude. Interviewed by Kool dude. Better believe it. Signing out.
Gun 7.
Gun 7.
That's it.
That's when they
That's
finally
it.
hits
Gun
home
7
and you
Network.
lost in this world. You never
Man behind the
so
camera.
alone, you never
Groveboy,
see
you
him
heard
at
me?
your door, you never hear him on your phone.
Groveboy.
If you can make one
Gun
more
7.
call, you would tell
The
him.
man behind the camera, you know what I'm saying?
I see you in the
Yeah.
afterlife. Maybe sooner than you think. These niggas ain't acting right. Elders made sacrifice and we set us back in life. Every time I leave the house, I might not make it back tonight. I still love my people though. Can't turn my back on them. Most of us ain't equal though. Still on that hood shit. I've been left the streets alone. Spreaded my wings, got my eagle on, nigga. A real nigga still though, just trying to enjoy life, wanna see my kids grow. Spur my wife now and then, help me with the bills though. Cut up at a nigga funeral, she yelling. Got off the corner years ago. Most of my childhood friends ain't even here no more. Plus the ones I'm stuck with ain't even showing real support. Be honest, dog, you don't want me to blow, nigga.